Hi everyone, this is Adenike Adekoya from 9 Points Academy, and today I will be talking about writing the main body in IELTS writing task 2. I'm going to be teaching you how to write your main body. That is, we've talked about how to write the introduction in the previous video. You can check that out. Well, today I've given you the different steps to write each paragraph for your main body. Now, the first thing you have to do when writing the main body is to introduce your discussion points. Okay. Now, the next thing you do is to explain and you illustrate. These are the three things you have to do for each paragraph. That is, after you're done planning, for each main point you want to discuss, you first introduce it, you explain it, and you illustrate. You need to note that when you're illustrating, you need to give clear and appropriate example. Okay. Now, I have a sample question. In your opinion, what has been the most significant transportation innovation of the past 200 years? Now, this is a very good example of an opinion question where you're required to take a stand and give reasons to justify the stand you've taken. Now, what you have here is the most significant transportation innovation of the past 200 years. Alright? Remember, I said that we've treated how to write an introduction in the previous video. Now, this is the first paragraph for your main body. Having written your introduction, you need to start this way. To begin with, one of the reasons for bullet train being the most remarkable is its pace. This is the first sentence, and my first sentence here introduces the discussion point, which is the pace of the bullet train. Alright? Now, you have seen that its reformation from ordinary train to a more developed magnetic one that is very fast, expands travel choices, and improves mobility. What I did there was to explain the pace of the bullet train. Note that when I was explaining the pace, I did not give a dictionary definition of pace or fast. You don't need to. It's not really needed at all. Now, here you have the explanation compared to this part where you have your introduction. Now, you need to note that the introduction I wrote here is not the introductory paragraph for the essay. It is the introductory sentence for the first main paragraph. Alright? Now, back to the illustration. To exemplify, one can travel short distances within the state as fast as possible compared to the road trip. These, in a way, provide varying options for the residents of rural and urban communities. Remember, we talked about the pace, we talked about the effects of the pace, which expands travel choices and improves mobility, right? Now, this is the illustration of my discussion points. So, we have illustration here. And that is how you write the main paragraph. I'm going to recall, you start by introducing the discussion points as I did here, then you explain this way. Remember not to give your dictionary definition of your discussion points, you don't need to. Then you illustrate. Having discussed the first part of the main body, now this is the second main paragraph. All right, we've talked about pace being the first discussion point. Now we want to use another discussion point. Here you have equally, that is in the same line, okay. The train speed is highly beneficial for easy commuting. Remember, we're still talking about the bullet train, okay. Now this is the introduction of the second main paragraph, which is easy commuting. I just introduced us to easy commuting. Now I want to give an explanation, okay. The utilization of the high speed train definitely makes it very easy to travel. This brings about a reduction of congestion and an increase in productivity. All right. Now, I've talked about the first part, that is, it makes it very easy to travel. Then I'm talking about the effect of it, that is, it brings about reduction of congestion. One, then there is an increase in productivity. Two, all right, that is my explanation of easy commuting. That is, if you notice, there is no dictionary definition like